Obviously that isn't the action. That isn't the action, of course.
What's that you're on about?
That isn't the action.
Oh, it is the action, yeah.
No, it isn't.
I've set the action at that.
Yeah.
I know I'm making this bridge. The bridge is falling apart. It's thin plastic. And it just breaks on the joints, you see?
Mm.
It's
right.
it's no good. So I'm making him one out of bone.
Why have you put this big chunk of wood there like that?
So I can get to the fucking thing, you dirty bastard. So I can get that in, so I can test it.
No need for language like that.
There is every need for language like that.
Language.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point, good point.
So I've had to carve that out of a solid piece of bone, a leg.
Why have you got an ashtray in the middle of the guitar?
I haven't got an ashtray in the middle of the guitar.
You blind bastard.
That's what names? It probably comes like that.
Of course it does. It's a joke. It's called humour.
Is it? It's somewhere to keep your fags and everything in it.
This is probably the best thing here, look. The duck.
The duck, yeah, just fixed the duck.
Have you?
Yeah.
Obviously,
don't mess with it, it's still setting.
Don't look at it. Don't even look at it.
Don't even look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've had to carve this, look, it's quite delicate.
Carve?
Yeah, carved it.
Don't make out as if you're doing like
with
a work of art.
It is a work of art. You carve bone.
So how have you carved it then?
With that.
Hang on, so it was a rectangle and then you've carved the edge?
It wasn't even a rectangle, it was a piece of bone, like this.
Okay, very good. Let's have a look then. Let's have a look at what you've done.
Because I can see out with pieces of bone, and I've...
Well, let's hold it up then.
Cutting it up to the length. I'm just finessing it now, where I've slipped.
Until you've gone down here.
Yeah, gone down into grooves.
Just some width off. Oh yeah.
It's got down to 1.4.
Why have you made it? Why have you reduced the width, the overall width?
Why? So it'll fit into that.
No, but why have you then sort of made where the string goes, the bridge itself, like narrower?
I don't know what you mean.
Look there. Look. See that's 4 mil. There to theirs is say 2.5 mil.
Oh, and that just goes. It's only got a certain depth in there. It's 1 point.
No, yeah, but I mean, like, why? If you look at this. Look, that angle.
Yeah.
Why is it narrower there?
Narrower, so it fits in that. I don't understand what you think.
For fuck's sake.
No, narrower.
Look, look. I'm showing the viewers now. There.
Yeah.
Look at the screen.
Yeah.
See at the bottom, it's wider. Then where the strings go across, it's narrower. I'm wondering why you just haven't kept it the same width all the way up. So it's a big block.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Now it's thin one. Because that's the way that one is, and I just copied it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
See?
I'll tell you now, I regret swearing there. I think it really cheapens the video.
Yeah.
And it's embarrassing for me.
Well, you are an embarrassment anyway.
And you obviously feel bad as well. Yeah. So we'll stop doing that.
Yeah, just finessing it now to fit nice and set nice for the jobby.
What's next then? A bit of super glue and just bang it in?
No, it's not going to get glued in, it's just going to be put in.
I'm joking.
I used super glue today for that.
It looks like there's a bit missing at one end.
For the duck. Well, I didn't break it.
No, not the duck. This.
Oh, that tiny bit there.
You see how conversations get.
I twatted it off with my file.
So you're going to...
Doesn't matter, it's not relevant.
So you better knock the
one off. Necessary. No,
so
I only need one will do. Just keeps it in place.
Why do you need one? Oh, yeah, but that's what, stick it up.
It goes in the... No, it goes in the fucking slot there, you blind bastard.
Listen, twat. No, hang on.
Yeah.
Can I hold it again?
No, I don't want it breaking. If you break it...
Just show me how you're going to put it in, please.
I'm going to slide it in.
Yeah, okay, I get you.
Slowly.
So, I get you. Yeah, okay, so I get you.
I don't think it's narrow enough yet.
No, I get you now. But, can I ask
you... It's got to be 1.4.
Yeah. Why have you got all slots? I thought you'd...
Oh, them slots.
The slots for the... I thought that was
I think they... You know, it's got 6 pickups. In the pizzos, it's got 6 pizzos.
To differentiate between each one?
Yeah.
Actually, I thought that was the top. And the strings were going to go through there eventually, you see.
Oh, I see.
That's where we've had a mix-up of communication.
No, we didn't. You did. We were fine.
Okay.
Okay. So we've just got to get it down now to 1 point... What did I say? 1.4. Thickness.
What unit of measurement are you using?
I'm using these.
Millimeters.
That one's set for the depth of that. There, look.
Yeah.
That's what the depth is.
Yeah.
And this one is doing whatever I want it to do. So this one I'm setting this to 1.4 and it's 1.5 at the moment.
Are you sure that's 1.4 on the guitar itself?
Yeah, it's 1.4, look.
Oh, is it really? Well, you've got quite a bit of sanding to do then.
1.3.
1.3 even?
No, it's 1.3 there.
Well, no.
1.9, it's just... Oh, no, there it is. 1.6 there.
It's too thin.
No, there's a piece of super glue in there, I think. He's tried glue it, I think. 1.2, different thicknesses. So,
well, just
it'll fit there when I've finished.
Sand it, fit it in, then sand it.
You
then
can't
sand
sand
it.
it.
Then. Well, you know what I mean.
I'm doing it with this chisel, scraping it to fit. That's what I've been doing.
Well, I'd call it a blade. If it's a chisel, you'd have to have a handle.
It's got a handle.
Well, you didn't say that, did you? And I couldn't see it because your big hands. So there needs to be smart.
It's homemade chisel. It's out of. You have to make your own tools a lot of the time with this job.
I believe that.
Yeah. I made these out of actual blades. All my knives and my chisels, little chisels. They seem to keep the edge better. Axle blades are quite a good tough material. No.
Maybe you should have cut those slots when you got the width right.
I thought I got the width close, and that was enough.
Because you did go all the way along, couldn't you, and do take off
still can.
A bit in one fell swoop.
I can, still can.
What about those slots getting in the way?
No.
Jolly good, jolly good. So this is a Chet Atkins model, is it?
Yeah. He says it's really good.
Good.
It's Howie. Nice. You know Howie?
Oh yeah.
Howie.
I see he was going on Facebook asking people for if he got a studio we could go and play and record some guitar in the other day.
Yeah.
What he's doing. What is he doing?
He's doing a Dire Straits tribute act.
What, like a sort of at a reasonable level?
Yeah, can you turn your camera off, Sam?
Okay, hang on.
It's made down there.
Lopsided?
The owl. It's got
the owl?
The owl.
You know, I've noticed a lot of people aren't pronouncing the words properly anymore.
No, it's because of what name?
No, but
Facebook.
My auntie's like 70 odd, and she's like ouse, owl.
Ouse, owl.
You know.
Yep.
Then she was talking when she talks about you, arse, owl. Actually, I'm kidding there, Doug. She doesn't know you. Although she has met you. She was at my 50th birthday. She did the cake.
Yeah.
She did say he was that horrible man that you
She never did.
I know, I'm joking, obviously.
She wouldn't say that because I'm a thing of beauty to behold. Or should I say behold?
Yeah.
Shouldn't I say that?
You still working on this then?
Well, I never stopped.
Mind you, we did have a break for a chat, didn't we?
Yeah. I'm just got to finessing the size.
You like that word finessing, don't you?
Fiddly. We can change the word for finessing to making the bastard fit.
Yeah. You sound like
I know.
You've been watching too much. What's the show called?
Open All Hours.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like you'd have it on in the day, like when I came round not long ago.
I've had it on all the while. I just leave it. I switch the telly on when I get up to have my first cup of coffee and my piece of toast.
Yeah.
And I just leave it on.
Otherwise known as half a loaf.
I didn't. I had two slices of nice brown bread.
I'm joking.
I said, no,
it's a joke. I only had two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel sick, and I feel that I've eaten too much as it is with just two.
So 2 ounces of toast, even though, as you said, you've probably got 16 feet of shit currently in your body.
You can remember that one, aren't you now?
No, which is true.
It is true.
Although I think the intestines, aren't they about 30 foot long?
Oh, they're longer than that, I should imagine. They reach to the moon. I don't know how long they are. I haven't studied the human anatomy very well.
But what about when you go to the science museum to have your checkups? And the dog's not hanging back with barking today.
No, she's really going for it today.
Oh, I like this little thing here. This is your
oh, it's my new smouldering iron.
Soldering station. It's a soldering station.
Yes, it needs turning off if I'm not using it.
Well, money to burn. I know you're a wealthy man, but this is ridiculous. Probably about £1 a minute, that is, turned on.
Oh, I should imagine so. It goes on standby mode, switches itself down.
Yeah.
In fact, it won't work once it's been in standby mode. You have to turn it off and start again.
Well, I'll tell you what else.
But it comes on in about 5 seconds.
Because of
full temperature, it goes right up.
Because of EU regulations, it'll never even be allowed to get to the temperature at which it will work to melt.
I have had a lot of trouble with. Thank you, Dave.
Doug, don't you go to too much trouble to get your drink? Yeah, go on, off you go.
I'm sorry, what were we talking about?
I was saying, because the way the EU are now, they've probably capped the power rating for that soldering iron, so it doesn't even get hot enough.
Well, you can't even have
to
a
melt
hoover
a solder.
you can't have a proper hoover anymore, can you?
Yeah. You wouldn't even suck
vacuum cleaner.
Wouldn't even suck up a fly on full power.
No.
Because they might use too much energy, eh? Never mind the, what's it, one power station a month from China.
Yeah.
Apparently they found in Nepal, or somewhere where they've taken over, you know where they've got all those Muslims camps?
Locked up, yeah.
They found something like several billion tonnes of coal.
All right.
It was on the news the other day because they were actually saying, why the fuck are we saving energy? It's pointless, we're 1% of the world, Britain.
Yeah.
And China's going to pump out like just
a quarter of the world's pollution.
Gallons of pollution.
That's
and
right.
Russia's second.
It's like, there's no point.
No.
And China have just announced that they've got
no, there isn't any point.
2040 before they've reached peak power, which is stopping out.
Oh really? So they're going to keep trucking till 2040, developing. Well, you try telling somebody in deepest China that they can't use coal, because it's either that or freeze and starve to death.
Well, they're just going to say, you've had your industrial revolution, we're having ours now.
Yeah.
And when we had ours, I mean, even before that, we'd cut down most of our forests, hadn't we? We cut down 95% of all our forests for making big shippy things, hadn't we? Big boaty things to go on the big blue wobbly stuff. And we were then polluting everywhere with coal because we didn't realise that the atmosphere wasn't happy. Well, it wasn't too bad in them days because the population of the world was about 2 billion, wasn't it?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
1 billion. No, it's 8 already, gone up to 8.
It needs halving, doesn't it, at least?
And it'll be doubled again in another 10 years to 16 billion. Who's going to feed all the bastards?
Won't be double in 10 years.
Well, it'll do pretty quick.
Probably be another 500 million in 10 years.
And the rest. It's gone up 1 billion in the last 2 minutes.
China.
Yeah.
Everybody's breeding like bastards.
That's just your investment fund, Doug.
Yeah. It's the way of the world.
I like the fact how, like, what are they called? Branson and that twat who owns Amazon.
Jeff Bezos, why is he a twat? Because he's got money.
Well, they kind of knocking because he's got money and he's not doing, like, better things with it, but basically, like, you've got this carbon...
He's only just used to having it.
Carbon emission stuff, and he's actually going up with, like, the world's biggest engine.
Polluting.
Yeah, doing about 20,000 trillion tonnes of carbon just to go up, as they do say, it's not even space.
Take his mates up as I
He hadn't even got to space, has he?
That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
They started rowing, didn't they, Branson and them, and they said, like, one of them said, well, you haven't even got into space. Well, even Branson hasn't. Space.
No, they haven't gone into proper space. It's 62 miles before you even touch the surface of it.
Something like, yeah.
And they got to 60, didn't they?
50 or 60, yeah, space
So
is
they're
like
2 miles off.
I think it's more than
So
that.
it doesn't seem worth it, does it?
Yeah. And then NASA said they can't claim that they're astronauts, can they, because they haven't gone high enough.
No, they didn't go high enough.
Yeah.
Just pointless.
It did make me think, if I got 150 grand deposited on a flight, I think I'd say, oh, you've missold it.
180 grand for going up there just to float around a bit. You can do that in the sea for free.
Or you can drink about 10 pints of Carling Super and get the same feeling, probably, can't you?
Same in your head feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hanging off the sofa.
But what do us poor peasants know?
I don't know. We don't know anything. That's the answer.
We know nothing.
So how's this going then? You finally
It's
fanning around, or?
I'm still fanning around to make it, seeing if it fits. And it doesn't. It's got to fit in that plasticky stuff there. Black plasticky stuff.
See, that's a very fine gap, that is.
Yeah, it's also got a piece of sponge there, look. It's just plastic, that.
A bit of your breakfast.
You're very obsessed with my eating habits.
I'm just trying to. I'm trying to just add some
Humour?
stroke
All right.
insults. To
I thought that was my job to do the humour.
Well, we share it.
Your job is to just
take it.
take the camera.
We share the insults sometimes. I mean, you won't notice because you're so obsessed with yourself. But
If that's what you think. You're very horrible to me, really, aren't you?
it's a sign of love. I'm just a humble nobody. As you keep telling me, I am nobody. That reminds me of another conversation.
Have you phoned Steph?
Safu. Oh no, I've got the you know what page there. Yeah, I'll ask her what's what.
Good.
Do they travel far for these gigs? Is it just like within about an hour and a half or something?
I don't know.
Yeah, that might be a bit more fun. I am keen, since I saw Cottrell playing up at Cozy Club, I'm keen to get playing again now.
Were they good?
He was alright, yeah.
Is he back to playing well again?
Well, I think there's a couple of little errors, but like they had quite a bit of time off, so you know, like everybody else, you need a few little gigs to get back into, don't you?
You do.
But I did look at him playing and thought, yeah, actually I do fancy gigging. After about a year and a half of saying, oh, that's it, I can't be arsed.
Did he use his slot?
I told you this last time I saw you. Yeah, he used his slut, and he also used a wonderfully lovely sounding Les Paul.
Yeah, somebody's insulted that slot guitar on Facebook.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Don't like the shape.
Yeah, well, it's
got no taste.
It's
I don't like the shape of a flying V.
No, I don't.
I haven't wrote to fucking
it's subjective. I've got one of them at home. You can't sit down with it.
You can with the slot. It's very comfortable.
Well, we're talking about flying V's here.
I know you are. Well, I've changed the subject back. It's all about me. Oh God, I've got something in my eye.
Probably more karma for being horrible, rude.
No, it isn't. It's I've got a disease in my eye, and it feels like grit.
Well, A, you will have a disease because it's you, and B, it's just a case of where is the disease.
I don't know what it isn't a disease. I don't know what it is. I've got something in my eye anyway. I have to have a cream for it, and I don't know where I've put in the cream.
So you're not an attention-seeking twat.
Oh, don't be stupid.
I've been watching Fargo, the series. That's the one with Chris Rock in it. Have you seen it?
I've not seen it with Chris Rock in it. I saw it with Billy Joe Thornton. That was brilliant. Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah, and Ewan McGregor, then the guy from The Office. They did about three series, didn't they? Yeah. Well, they've done like, I noticed on telly, they've done like a few more series, and one of them, there's one with Chris Rock in. It's like Irish guys and some black guys in. Chris Rock's the comedian.
Yeah, the black guy. Yeah. Really good.
He's good. He is.
It's really, really good. Yeah. Well worth watching. So I've noticed that I've got access to Netflix, but there's some good stuff on there, but most of it's just shite.
Do you know?
Well, then again, it's just subjective, isn't it? So if I don't like it, it doesn't mean someone else doesn't.
Yes, I liked Fargo. I haven't got back into the new series since Billy Bob Thornton was killed off. Well,
I tell you what I did watch the other week, which was really good. I think I might have seen it 4 years ago, called The Judge, with what's his name? We got Billy Bob Thornton plays a prosecutor, and Robert Duvall plays a judge. Plays a judge.
Oh, he's good.
And he's the father of. Who's the guy who's Captain America? Really good guy.
Oh, Chris Evans.
No.
Chris Evans is a Captain America.
No, Captain America. This is a guy who did Charlie Chaplin stuff. He went down the pan. He was on drugs for years, and then he got himself together, and then bounced back.
Robert, what name?
Robert.
Robert, what name?
You know, don't you? Robert.
What name?
Robert. Dark hair. Yeah.
Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. Yeah. Anyway, so
you get there.
He plays his son. Oh, thanks. Yeah.
I wouldn't know him if he'd been talking to me.
He plays his son, and you know they don't get on, and blah blah blah. It's really good. It's called The Judge. Yeah. If you see it on your telly system, just watch it. I highly recommend it.
I think it's a terrible bad thing that Robert Downey Jr. stopped being Iron Man.
That's it, Iron Man.
Because it's good, he brings humour to it, really good.
Yeah, I've never seen any Iron Man.
Oh, I like all that stuff. I mean, you know, what I don't like is the destruction when they blow, you know, they bashing it up towns.
It's too over the top. Too over the top.
It's just too much destruction. Because I think some poor bastard's got to fix that.
in his computer?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could always go back to like well-written storylines.
Yeah, they were good. I remember them days.
Look at something like what's that one? Glengarry Glen Ross.
No, I haven't seen that.
That was literally based in about 3 rooms, 3 scenes with Pacino.
Very
sort of phenomenal.
It's got an unattractive name title, and I think that's why that film will never get watched by the masses.
Well, it was a.
It's like Steel Magnolias, smart arse titles. That won't get people watching them. It won't get box office.
Well, I think Glengarry Glen Ross was a stage play first by David Mamet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fantastic, and it's got Alec Baldwin in it as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. Highly recommended.
Yeah.
Highly recommended.
I don't like the title. Won't get me watching it.
Fair enough.
What's it about? Newsroom?
No, it's about guys who sell aluminium and real estate.
Oh right, sidings. Aluminium sidings.
Aluminum.
Aluminium sidings.
Yeah, it's all about selling to people and how, you know, how sort of the
As the Queen said, there's only one language and it's English.
Yeah. What's in America?
It isn't American.
I know a guy who went to work in America for a bit, and he was on this big plant where you had to leave your car in a car park and catch a bus, like a welder. And he left his lunch box thing in the car, and he said, "Oh, left me lunch in my box." This guy said, "I'll give you a lift." Goes back to the car park. He says, "Where you from, boy?" He says, "England." He said, "What language do they speak in England?" He did say that. And he went, "Yeah, that'll be English." That'll be English. He was out once as well. He said, "Where are you from?" You know, probably was, "Where are you from, boy?" He says, "Stoke-on-Trent." He said, "Exactly how far is that from Liverpool?" Yeah. He said, "Oh, it's about, I don't know, 50 miles, 40 miles." And he literally went, "Whoa, everybody! This man lives 40 miles from John Lennon,
From the Beatles.
John from the Beatles, 40 miles." And everyone's going like, "Holy fuck, did you know him?" You know, like, yes. They're like,
well, distance in America is totally different than anywhere else because it's such a vast country.
yeah.
It isn't that vast compared to Africa, but it's vast.
Well, I did know somebody once who lived in America, and they said the travelling was a bit of a pain in the arse. What was it like in the States? She said, and she said, "Well, it's just to get on the freeway and go for like 30 miles and down out at the office. You know, take like 45 minutes or something." It says here you've got to go through 20 roundabouts.
Dropped it again.
You know, it takes like 10 years to get anywhere.
I had a mate that went to live in Canada, and he said we drive 170 miles, go for a pint.
Yeah. But they do, yeah. Some of them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's massive distances, isn't it? And it's amazing how them cars cope, isn't it, with all that distance.
Well, a big American block, to go for millions of miles, isn't it?
Yeah.
How's this bridge going then?
It's very delicate, so it's taking a lot more time than it should.
The bridge.
It isn't really worth the
We should make
bother.
a play on the film, The Bridge Over River Kwai. The bridge. The bridge. He's got to ask himself why he's building it. The bridge. He's got to ask himself why.
It's in everywhere, but not quite.
It's in. It's in.
It isn't in.
It's out.
It's in.
It's out.
It's in.
It's out.
It's out. Oh, we're getting there.
I noticed Granville's is opening again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
David's doing the open mic on Mondays, isn't he?
yeah, well, I knew that would be the case. In fact, I meant to speak to Paul Walker. He rang me the other day for a little chat. But yeah, because Adam said like, "That's it. Can't be arsed." He obviously can't sell it, so he thought, well, I might as well open up again and start making a bit of money.
Is Adam opening it? Is it Adam?
Well, didn't Adam shut it and then say?
Adam shut it. Yeah, I thought he'd sold it now.
Yeah, but people have been saying it's been sold for the last 3 years. It has been sold.
I'm sure Adam sold it. Yeah.
I'll have to message him. Here he is, Adam. He's just been thinking, Doug's talking about me.
Hello.
Get this on camera. Had a Wright's pasty.
Oh, I like Wright's pies.
Yeah. I've gone to Newcastle now about 4 times in the last 2 weeks, and I've made a mistake of going in and having a pasty. And once you go in, you can't stop.
Not a mistake.
Delicious. Absolutely delicious.
What's wrong with enjoying your food? It's not a mistake, is it, if you're enjoying your food?
It's nice. I think I've got a bit of an intolerance to like the pastry.
Yeah.
Because I start feeling
Everybody has.
I'll start feeling ill later.
Yes, everybody does. Acid indigestion.
It's the same thing, you know, you used to have chips years ago. Should we have some chips? Well, you know what happens when you have chips? No, let's have some. Half an hour later, you're like going, I feel ill. I feel ill, man. I'll go home. I just don't feel right. You never say no, do you?
I've never had that problem, as you can tell.
Hey, look at that. I don't know where this is coming. Look at this. It's got 2 ends.
Yeah.
What?
It's got 2 ends. It's different colours.
It's not exactly the greatest invention ever known. But it's probably sucking on the same juice. But
Probably.
Two different diameters.
sizes.
I used to have a barrel like that when I was a kid with about 6
Really?
things.
Yeah, you can turn around, can't you? Yeah. With a transparent body, so you can see the colours. So what, you were colouring that in so you can see where you're taking off? Doug?
Sorry?
Are you listening? Are
No,
you
I
with
wasn't
us? Are you
paying
with
any
us?
attention, no.
Are you with us?
My bollocks.
You were colouring that in so you could see where you're taking off?
No, I was colouring that bloody bird in.
Oh. That's a bit of a crap job. Can't you just paint it properly with the right colours?
No, I can't be bothered.
Who's this?
It's just going on somebody's shelf. It's Madeline's.
Oh yeah.
Just can go on a shelf.
That's a very pleasant looking thing. How did she knock the head off?
I don't know.
Throwing it at you?
Probably one of the dogs that she looks after. Twatted it with a tail. It's fixed now. Super glue comes in handy sometimes, doesn't it? It comes in handy for all my cuts in my fingers. I chiseled myself yesterday.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I've got some current little super glue I've got at home doesn't set straight away. It takes about bloody 3 or 4 minutes to set. It's really terrible.
Well, that's not really very super then, is it?
Yeah, exactly. It is called super glue. But I think they do 3 or 4 different types of super glue now, don't they?
It's alright for mending porcelain, so you've got time to adjust.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Foreskins?
Don't you have a watch repair shop?
I don't see them repairing foreskins.
Well, you would
Porcelain.
do. Don't forget.
Oh, porcelain.
Fuck's sake.
I didn't know you said that. I thought you said foreskins.
If you have a problem with your fingers when you're playing, super glue is your best friend.
Yeah.
Just glue your skin back on.
That's it.
And then file it down.
Yep. Can't beat it.
Right then.
We'll get this in one of these days. We'll be just it's dead straight. I've cut it straight.
So what you're saying is we'll do this eventually, and then when you've done it, you'll say I've done this. It's a team effort until it's done. The glories.
Which part of this have you done?
I'm just inspiring. I'm inspiring you. Me and Emma are inspiring you to do a good job.
I'm going to do a good job anyway. Right.
How about the height of the whole thing? Is it right?
No.
You have to put it on this sander thing here. This one.
No.
Whip it on that. It'll just rip it to pieces, won't it?
Yeah.
Have you got? Oh no, just use a handheld sander. Yeah. Oh, remember my message about tools?
Yeah.
Don't forget that. Yeah. Give it some thought. So I'm going to have a go at just trying to do some stuff myself. I don't think there's any harm in that, is there? I've been thinking the other week. I thought I might have a go at just trying to do setups a bit myself. You know, just cause
take over my business.
No, for myself. Well, you moan every time I ask you to do something. Not all the time, sometimes. And then I thought it might just be something to do. You know, just
go
like
to the shop and buy yourself some things.
Yeah, no, I said I want your advice. You know, I probably won't even do it, but I was just thinking it might be an idea for me just for something to do.
You want 1,000 grit sandpaper, wet and dry?
Tell me another time. Talk about it another time.
It's a start.
I was asking because you know how many tools
you have to start making yourself some tools.
He can give me, or I can purchase off him some tools. He's such, he's such a kind man. Obviously, he would. He endorses this idea. I know he does. Particularly
now he's been out and come back in the wrong shed.
Now he's on camera. Well, you know. Don't forget, we all won't be around forever, will we?
Oh, that's what you're thinking. You need to learn quick before I die.
Not quick. I mean, I don't know when somebody's trying to murder you. I mean, it could be any time, couldn't it?
I don't not drink it, though, it's alright.
How is it now?
You can imagine I'll get this just right and I'll break it in half, yeah.
Maybe you should not just jag it in at an angle on the mat like that, putting extra stress.
It isn't putting extra stress, I'm holding it with bending it on my fingers, which is why I've got so many bloody cuts in them.
Well, that's the life of a man who uses a blade.
That's right.
On bone, isn't it?
Yep.
Although, yeah.
I know loads of surgeons who haven't got any cuts in the fingers.
I've got to stop soon. I've got to finish spraying that blue guitar today.
Yeah, what blue guitar is that? That one hanging up?
No, it's in the spray booth.
In the spray booth. I heard a tale the other day. I was watching some YouTube channel. Sure was, and they were talking about guitars or something. Some guy used to make guitars years ago. He made Slash's Les Paul. Yeah.
It makes what?
He made Slash from Guns N' Roses. He made Slash's Les Paul.
All right.
Because that guitar that was famous album was Appetite for Destruction, something like that.
Yeah.
The guitar isn't a Gibson. It's like a Fred Logs made.
Okay.
It's not even a Gibson.
Okay.
So this guy he made a few guitars, a bit like you.
Yeah.
And people like them, blah blah blah. but he was spraying using nitro in his like living room. He was a home guy, and it killed him. He didn't wear a mask, and he apparently died of nitro's lacquer poisoning or something.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't wear a mask very often when I'm doing nitro. It's the thinners in it. The solvent, it hardens your lungs.
Yeah, apparently that's what killed him years ago.
Yeah.
Shall we have a quick look at this one that's hanging up then?
Well, we can look at all of them, shall we?
And then I'll stop and I better shoot off.
I'll leave that. I'll drink some of Dave's coffee. This is, that's faulted maple top, there.
Yeah, I've seen this.
I know, I've just polished it though now. I've started polishing it.
Yeah, very good.
That's an inlay, another inlay of a W. There's a lovely figured maple top. I've split this myself.
Saw that last time. I still haven't done the other two videos yet.
Yeah, there's that one. I'm just making. There's the one that I did myself, and I've just I've polished that up. So that's getting ready for assembly. That's Dave's. That's ready for assembly.
Hang on. Oh yeah, that's ready for assembly. Dave who?
This has got to be resprayed at red.
Yeah.
That's Dave. That Dave there.
Oh, is that yours? How much money have you got?
And
you're spending it like you've not got long left to live.
You don't know what my hospital report was.
And we're walking this way now.
Hang on. I didn't realise you only relics.
Nice, isn't it? Dave, and this is the blue one.
Yeah.
Pacific Blue.
Yeah.
Sonic called Pacific Blue. As the 61, 63 Strats. You know.
Who was it round with that Strat the other week? Who has one that colour?
It was.
What's his name? Can't remember.
It was. What's his name?
Alan White.
Alan White.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He was just at his back.
So Alan White was here the other week. I didn't put him on the video, but yeah, he got a guitar of that colour, hadn't he?
And he bought it in so he could mix the paint.
Something like that, yeah.
So
well, let's just
doing all that.
So why have you gone for Telecaster shape?
I don't know.
Oh, you really? Oh, I thought you had. Oh, jolly good. What spec are you going to have on it?
Strings.
Oh, and I've got something interesting down here in a big box of rubbish.
You're as bad as him sometimes.
He's worse than me. It's a big box of rubbish.
Looks like a guitar.
Did we point out this one last time? A schizo I'm making.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, that's not phononic.
That's two Martin kits in there.
Oh, kits.
No, kits. And they come from, this is, Pete Frampton bought them to me. He's inherited them off somebody who used to like us making guitars up.
Yeah, then it's given up.
But, you know.
Or died or whatever, yeah.
I say that's a kit. He's drawn it. I don't know whether it was a kit like that.
Pick the body up then, let's have a look.
I think he's bent that. I'm not certain. I don't know anything about the history of it. So, but I'm going to make it. I finish the job for him.
Oh, for Pete.
There's neck in there and thingy. There's a top there that he's done.
This is one. This is two guitars.
There's two in there.
Yeah, because I can see two necks.
There's the back, and then the other ones. The kit is just bits of wood.
That's
to make into a guitar.
You could probably make a little airplane as well.
No, I've got to make a guitar out of it.
You could probably make a glider.
I'm making a guitar.
That was such a miserable bastard. Look at the size of that truss rod thing there. You got like an iron girder sticking out.
That's right. Yeah.
Very good.
So that's that. That's what I'm doing.
That'll take Pete Frampton's guitar collection up to about 390.
That's it. Yeah.
He's in competition with what's his name?
Martin.
Ding. Martin. Oh yeah, I met him. Yeah.
So yeah, everything's coming along, but slowly.
What's this here? Is this you again? Dog, trying to chop us all up. Right, and Doug, let's say goodbye.
So yes, let's say goodbye, viewers. It's been lovely. Well, it's been a bit strange today. It's always a bit strange though, isn't it, when you come in here?
I found you more normal than most times. So what's been the strange element?
Yeah.
Was that just in your head?
No, I think musicians are strange. We all are. You don't mind if I call myself a musician?
Oh, yeah, I like that, what you said the other day. That's because we're not in the land of the normal.
That's right.
He came up with a great thing the other day, Dave. I said to him, I said, God, I'm so fucking bored out of my brains in this job I'm doing. I said, it's just driving me nuts. And he said, this is the problem when you're in the land of the normal, you know, like 9 to 5. And I thought, that could be a great name for a band. Land of the Normal. But you can't tell anybody that, really, because it's quite offensive to their existence, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't say things like that anymore.
You can do. No, you can do to a musician who sort of just does music and a bit of this, a bit of that.
Because everybody thinks they've gone back to the land of the normal, don't they? This COVID.
Plus, lots of people, obviously, we have to remember, are very happy what they do.
Australia are in a real mess with all this COVID thing, aren't they? There's so much of it down.
I don't know.
Everybody's going airless about it.
Are they?
Well, I started for them.
I thought they'd only had about one case because it's at least shut down.
They shut down half of Sydney because of one case.
Well, how did you get the one in? I thought they had none.
I know they're really getting fed up now, all the Aussies, because the Aussies have a good lifestyle, don't they? And it's all been shut down to them.
Yeah.
Because with them having such an open air lifestyle and weather and stuff, even though it's quite hot sometimes.
Yeah.
But they're used to all that. You get used to it. And but no, they're a bit bollocks at the moment.
Yeah.
I think the Prime Minister's gone mental. I can't say that anymore, can you? Gone off his head, can you say that?
It's subjective.
What can you say anymore? You say fuck all.
You know what you can say is...
You can say swear words. I think that's all we've got left.
You can say what you want. I mean, you might get cancelled, but like, you're cancelled anyway. Hey.
They're cancelling the word curry. We can't go for a bastard curry anymore.
Yeah, they're not really, but I know what you mean.
Are you serious?
No, I think a lot of this is just people trying to entice anger.
Well,
none of it matters, really.
No, it matters, no. It matters. I'm bothered. I'm offended.
Bloody offended.
Can we be offended?
I'm bloody offended.
I want to be offended.
It's the wrong colour to get offended.
All right.
Well, I don't know.
You can't say that.
I just did.
Oh, you can't. You're not allowed that.
I just did.
See, my face mask's lost its foam now. I'm just going to assemble this again. I use some super glue. This is where super glue comes in handy.
What, like for gluing? For gluing things?
Yeah, for gluing things.
It's incredible, that, isn't it?
Anyway, the mine doesn't work though, look. It hasn't fucking got an hole in it.
Well, it's because you haven't maintained a healthy hole.
I haven't.
You need to put a pin in it when you finish. Just to.
He does, but he can't get the fucking pin out because of glues.
Yeah, well, it's only obviously it's the reaction with air, isn't it? That's what makes it set. Makes it.
It seals itself up.
Why are you wearing that? You don't wear that thing anymore, do you?
Occasionally, yeah.
Why?
Because you have to.
Fuck off. Have to? Who says you have to?
You've got to do it. You have to do it. I did.
You're talking bollocks, Doug. The only way you should wear this is if we spray this black so we can't see your face. How about that?
Yeah.
That would be the only use of that.
It doesn't even look. The super glue doesn't even glue it.
No.
Well, if you held it flat and put your big fat hands on it, it would probably hold it down.
What do you mean big fat hands?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise. Okay, slimmer of the year. Put your spidery little thin hands. You know what? Thinking about it really, it's a cruel environment here sometimes, isn't it? I mean, I would say you don't really insult me as much as I insult you anymore. You used to be vile to me, and now, I mean, you're always quite pleasant to me actually. So, I feel bad. I feel bad now. Yeah, I feel bad. I feel like, Doug, I think you've lost weight.
Fuck off.
See?
I wasn't being really sarcastic. Right then, listen, let me just turn this off because I'm sick of holding it.
Okay.
Yeah, so thanks a lot, Doug.
Well, knob off then. Good. Have you gone yet?
I'm going now. Let's just stroke the dog first.
Right.
Just say goodbye.